talk to you, following that wonderful interview that I did with Kamel. He's prepared to also do some future interviews with me, so that'd be nice to catch up, because he's got general knowledge. But just to say that I've just experienced what is known as a wet wash, I think, and because here we haven't got facilities for showering or washing, so it's a case of making do. And I've just changed my underwear for the first time and clothes the first time in about 4 days. I have to say, I was quite surprised how much I didn't smell. And I managed to run the flannel over my face and even my hair and give it a bit of a wash. So that's taken me all of about an hour, and it's 3:15 here. The sun is up. And it's a beautiful day. It's actually, last night it must have been -4 easily. The stars were out and it was a beautiful evening. Very cold. The temp flaps, which I'll show you. As you can just see there, there's our tent, 77. Kersi and I. Kersi's my tent mate, and we're getting on really well, because when you're sharing a tent with somebody, principle number one is you've got to get on with that person. And but the campsite's really well set up here. You can see the line of tents here. We're all here, and also look at the mountains ridges. There's a little bit more mist now, and you can see how wonderful places. The banging, by the way, is that they're building some new buildings up here to attract the tourism, and we've been climbed right up today, as I was saying, right up to the top of that ridge there, and you can see, I think you might just be able to see people coming down there. It's quite a climb. I must say that it has surprised me exactly how tough this challenge is. I mean, and I can't underestimate or overestimate, should I say, the difficulties you have. You're going up at least 50-degree angles, and you know, with and with your tent poles, and it is very tiring. The altitude here, though, hasn't affected me too badly. I've experienced some breathlessness, shortness of breath on exertion, and I think that's why we take things fairly slowly. But I actually felt quite well, apart from my stomach, which was churning a little bit. And I have to say that there are certain other parts of me which aren't working, but that might be due to the diet I'm having here. I mean, the boys, euphemistically, they're a team of 11 men who look Sherpas, who look after us. Nothing is too much effort, nothing at all. And the standard of cooking is very, very good. We get loads of food. May not be too... I like everything, because it tends to be done in oil, but for example, we've had fried egg on toast, we had egg and chips today for lunch. There's always plenty of tea, and for somebody who likes their tea strong, I have to say I don't mind it being weak and without milk either, because it's wet and warm, and it's, you know, because the milk is powdered, and everything has to be brought along with us. So once we've broken camp, as it were, everything goes back on the yak and then goes ahead of us for the next stop. So, and this country is really one of extremes. We've had beautiful weather like this, and we've had absolutely downpours. I mean, I got soaked through to the skin 2 days ago, and luckily the camp that we were staying at had a lovely log fire and managed to dry everything off. But I mean, it really was an extreme. And then we woke up the next morning with like a river outside the tent. And during the night, one of the Sherpas is on duty all the time to make sure that everyone's all right and the place is safe. There are quite a lot of wild dogs about. We've got 3 tracking us at the moment. One looks particularly unwell, the other 2 I'm not sure about, but it's a bit like the Incredible Journey ×3. These 3, they're around and barking occasionally, but otherwise I haven't had any interaction with any other local animals. The people themselves are wonderful, very forgiving, very what shall I say, benevolent and beautiful with it. This country is a very poor country, and that comes across. Certainly went to Nancy Bazaar, the streets there, you could definitely get a feel that it was you're in a very poor place. And no running water. Electricity here is interesting. The building that behind me, shall I say, has separate rooms, like cubicles, all made of plywood. Electricity was sort of an afterthought, so we'll just provide 2 wires and a bulb in the middle of the room, and that'll be your electricity source for